Hey guys, this is Har Dev. This video is all about how to create your purpose. So how can you do that? Well, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, sit down, and let's take some notes. I created my mission statement and purpose by taking time and practice. That's the ingredients here, time and practice. You need time to develop what your purpose is, and you need practice every day of repeating it to yourself after your prayer, after your spiritual practice. First thing you get out of bed, you're thinking of your purpose. It sets your energy for the day. And this is how you can create purpose and a sense of contentment in your life by deciding for yourself who you want to be and who you are and what legacy you want to leave behind. And that's why this is important. Here's how to create a sustainable purpose. And remember, this will take time, but these are the bare bones of what we're looking for. You need a mission statement or purpose. You need a mission statement. That's the first thing. The second thing is you need to ask at least 5 asks, or you can call them prayers. You need to have 5 asks from the divine. Ask something from the divine. Third is you need 5 values that you will never compromise, even until death. You will never compromise these values. No matter who, what, when, how, space, or time will never push you to compromise these 5 values. You need to discern for yourself what your natural professional strengths are. Professional strengths that you may have developed as a child until where you are now, or you can even include your degree or career path into your 5 natural professional strengths. These don't require a degree. Then, after your 5 natural professional strengths, you need to know what your 5 personal strengths are. Your 5 natural personal strengths. You need to find out what those 5 are, okay? Then once you've found out what your natural personal strengths are, have 3 do nots. What are 3 do nots that you will not do? The last part of this is you need to have a memorized prayer or aspiration, affirmation, or inspirational quote. So here's the bare bones. Write this down. You need a mission statement or purpose. Second, you need 5 asks or 5 prayers to ask of the divine. Third, you need to find out what your 5 values are that you'll never compromise. Fourth, you need to understand what your natural professional strengths are. 5, you need to find out what your 5 natural personal strengths are. And then lastly, memorize a prayer, affirmation, or quote that inspires you. I'll demonstrate mine that I say to myself every day. My mission is to serve humanity by teaching people how to meditate and inspiring them to live by their highest consciousness and to work by the sweat of my brow. My 5 prayers are the infinite and divine's praise, contentment, humility, almsgiving, and restraint of the 5 evil passions, which are lust, anger, greed, pride, and attachment. My 5 values are compassion, dharma, or selflessness, courage, integrity, and royalty. My 5 natural professional strengths are that I'm a listener, I have a high level of integrity, clear communicator, creative and business development, accountable, diligent, I'm a teacher, I'm excellent. My 5 natural personal strengths are that I'm beautiful, agile, masterful, devotional, inspirational, strong, secure, fearless, abundant, kind, creative, prosperous, flexible, forgiving, calm, patient, polite, manifold, clean, sustainable, committed, dedicated, pure, graceful, happy. I'm a learner, I'm a leader, I'm excellent. My 3 do nots: do not compare, do not compete, and do not complain. And my prayer is let my mind find confidence, let my soul find peace, let me live to fulfill my life's purpose, let me live my life with the attitude of gratitude. I love myself, I bless myself, I heal myself, I am myself. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And that is my internal altar. And I call this an internal altar because this is what I bow to inside of myself every day. And you notice I say 5 prayers to ask, 5 values to have to never compromise, 5 natural personal strengths, 5 natural professional strengths, 3 do nots. Those are just to start. I've been doing this for quite some time, so I've added on to my internal altar. And by the way, go back and watch me say that again. You can steal all of my stuff. Take it. Take my mission statement. It'll only be positive and productive. Take all of what I'm saying and my values and what I use. Take it for your own if you resonate with it. Now, you absolutely must have these things in place. It's important because you have to have purpose. Purpose is important. You need a mission. And you need to discern for yourself what your mission is. You don't need anyone to tell you what to do. You don't need anyone to impose upon you in your life. You need to decide consciously for yourself, who am I and where am I going? And this is why it takes time to just think about, who am I? What's my mission? What's my purpose? What do I resonate with? What are my natural professional strengths? What am I good at? You know what? I'm a good listener. It takes time. While you're walking your dog, while you're walking with your wife, go for a stroll, exercise, meditate in your meditation practice, in your yoga practice. Sit and talk to yourself. What are my 5 values that I will never compromise? What are my 3 do nots that I will not do? Okay, now let me break this down a little bit further. Your mission statement. Discern for yourself what it is that you want to do in this life. What is it that you want to do in this life? And write this down. Sit with yourself, pen and paper right here, and ask yourself, what is my mission? And just let those words resonate through your body, through your mind, and see what comes back at you. Just start writing. My mission is to serve humanity by teaching people how to meditate and inspiring them to live by their highest consciousness, by working with the sweat of my brow, by the sweat of my brow. Just start writing whatever comes to you and get a whole page if you must. And then reduce that page down into a half a page, reduce your half a page down to a paragraph, reduce your paragraph down to 1 sentence or 2 sentences, and reduce that 1 sentence down to 1 or 2 or 3 words. My mission statement started at serve humanity. Boom. That's my mission statement. Now, over time, I added on to my mission statement, which my mission statement is serve humanity by teaching people how to meditate and inspiring them to live by their highest consciousness and working by the sweat of my brow. So for the first couple of years of my life, just serve humanity was my mission statement, and then I added on serve humanity by teaching people how to meditate and inspiring them to live by their highest consciousness and to work by the sweat of my brow. These things are important to me and my mission in my life. So take time with your, write this down, meditate on it, walk about, and figure out what your mission statement is. Bring it down to 1 or 2 words, and then over time you'll add on to that. Okay? 5 prayers to ask. The reality is that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and our only power here as humans, no matter what you think, is always the power of prayer. So it's important to talk to that divinity, whatever you want to call it. Buddha, Jesus, Allah, Guru, Zion, Barney the dinosaur. I don't care. It's all a human experience that we're having. It's a spiritual vibration that we're in, and you still need to talk to this vibration, this divinity, okay? And that's why this is really important. 5 prayers. You need to ask the divine 5 things. What is it that you want from the divine? Now for me, mine are to just always remember the divine. That's my first prayer. I can always, and I reduce it down to God's praise. It's very simple. And second is contentment. Divine, just make me content. Going back to my first prayer, God's praise. Divine, let me just see you in everybody. Let me just see you in all my faults. Let me just see you and hear you with every sound that comes to my body. Let me taste you with every taste that I intake. And let me feel your breeze. Let me feel and smell your smells. And so that everything that I'm sensing physically is all just coming from this one vibration, and I am never separate. So that's my first prayer. Steal it. Second is contentment. Just divine, make me content with what I have. Thank you. Okay. Third is humility. May I be humble with my life and the people within it. May my pride not take over. So humility is my third prayer, divine. Fourth prayer is almsgiving, or just basically giving a tenth of my wealth to the divine, basically to an organization, nonprofits. My family and I, we support nonprofits, and giving a tenth of our earnings to the divine. Just, we don't care where it goes. We just donate and we give, because that in turn gives back to us. So my fourth prayer, divine, is always allow me to give almsgiving. Okay. Fifth prayer, restraint of the five passions: lust, anger, greed, pride, and attachment. I mean, it's constant. These things are always happening. Lust, anger, greed, pride, and attachment. So just divine, just help me, please. Why? So that's my fifth prayer. Okay, very simple. All right. Next, after your 5 asks, once you figured out what your 5 asks are, and make it your own, steal mine, whatever you want to do. Okay. After your 5 asks, you need to determine what your values are that you'll never compromise. 5 values that you'll never compromise, even until death. And what I mean by that, not until the last breath is in your body. I mean, if you stand for compassion and somebody's manipulating you to be non-compassionate, you would rather give your life than to compromise compassion, your compassion. Okay? So my 5 values are compassion, selflessness, courage, integrity, and royalty. It's my constant meditation. You know, there's always moments throughout my day where, you know, that I could be uncompassionate, or that I want to be selfish, or that you know, I might have, or I might not want to have a high level of integrity, or I might not want to be royal. Okay, compassion, selflessness, courage, integrity, and royalty. Now, royalty sounds a little shiny. It sounds a little regal, like I'm a king. But it's important for you to understand that what I mean by royalty, I really mean a self-alliance. I value myself. I have self-reliance. I rely on myself. Sovereignty. I am not to be dependent upon someone else, or that I am to be manipulated or held hostage by other people's emotions or life. That I have and run my own life. I am sovereign. I am autonomous. That, to me, all of those words, self-reliance, self-alliance, all come together to this royal adjective that I am referring to. Royalty. To be royal, to remain autonomous, to work by the sweat of my brow, to contribute. So these are my 5 values. Steal them from me, okay? Take them, make them yours if you want, whatever you like. 5 natural professional strengths, okay? 5 natural professional strengths. Just take time, determine, you know, what have I always been good at? Well, you know, I really like to listen to people. So I am naturally a good listener. That's a professional strength. And it doesn't mean that you have to go into therapy, or it doesn't mean you have to do this or that. Just notice that that is your natural strength, okay? So think about yourself. You got to think about your past. Dig deep into yourself. What are some of your natural professional strengths? Now, what I mean by professional is that these are strengths that you have naturally within you that you can go earn, that you can go out into the world and you can make money. So these are your natural strengths that you can go and earn your earth or your money, your resources, okay? So for me, it's listening, high level of integrity, clear communication, creative and business development, accountable, and I've got a few more: accountable, diligent, and I'm a leader and I'm excellent. These are my natural strengths. I am a good leader. You know what? I am accountable. I am punctual, and I am diligent. I work hard at what I do and when I'm working. So once you've determined what your 5 natural professional strengths are, the next block of this internal altar is going to be your 5 personal strengths. And these are personal strengths that come naturally to you. So just think about what natural personal strengths that come to you very easily. Now, the way that I developed mine are things that I is a mixture of natural personal traits that I've noticed about myself, and also I've added in a few more adjectives to really just kind of add as good fertilizer for my mind soil, or for my mind, right? Just positive words that uplift me. Natural personal strengths, which are way more than 5, and I just kept adding on it. My natural personal strengths, that I'm beautiful, agile, masterful, devotional, inspirational, strong, secure, fearless, abundant, kind, creative, prosperous, flexible, forgiving, calm, patient, polite, mannerful, clean, sustainable, committed, dedicated, pure, graceful, happy. I'm a learner, I'm a leader, I'm excellent. That's what I say to myself, and have said to myself every day. And you need to say your personal strengths and your professional strengths, boom, 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 just like that, fast. So if anybody on the side of the road or your interview asks, what are your professional strengths? I'm a listener, I'm a creative in business development, I have a high level of integrity, I'm a clear communicator, and I have accountability, and I'm diligent. Boom, done. Just have them so memorized that when somebody asks you what your 5 professional strengths are, you can say them, boom, 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 boom. You're not playing any games. You are, because you defined yourself as these. You need to bring your spirituality and define it within the earth. And you need to make that decision for yourself. Nobody else can make that for you. Then just think of 3 things that you will not do. 3 things you will not do. Mine are: do not compare, do not compete, and do not complain. Do not compare yourself. Do not compete to where I am unauthentically presenting myself just to gain other people, or are being cutthroat competing in that manner. Now, I do compete in my career, but I don't compete in the manner where I need to be cutthroat. Do not complain, always nagging and just being negative. So it's very simple. Think of 3 things that you do not want to do. You need to come up with a prayer that in your heart, you just need to sing it every time you hear it. A quote, an inspirational quote, or inspirational words. I'll tell you mine. Let my mind find confidence. Let my soul find peace. Let me live to fulfill my life's purpose. Let me live my life with the attitude of gratitude. I love myself. I bless myself. I heal myself. I am myself. That's it. So this is very simple. This is your internal altar of how to create your purpose. You need to do this and make these decisions yourself. You need to decide, oh, I am this, I am this, and I am this, and I am this, and I am this. Yes, I get it. You are a spiritual, infinite being. Yes, but you are also a spiritual, infinite being within a limited earth. And if you want to be both in the earth and in the heavens, you have to do both. And so I'm asking you, and I'm telling you, bring your spirituality into your earth, into your body, and into your life, and make those decisions. Make these decisions for yourself. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. This is what I need. This is who I am. This is what I am. And this is where I'm going. And this is very important. Okay? This is super, super important. How to create your purpose. Once you have spent time watching this video and you've written down your internal altar, then there's 2 components that make this very important. These 2 components are time and practice. None of this stuff will make or do you any good if you just sit here, write a piece of paper, and throw the piece of paper over there. Okay? You write this down and you memorize this stuff. And then you practice it every day. I say this to myself every day after my practice. After every meditation that I do at the end of my sadhana, my personal practice, I say this to myself out loud or in my mind. But I take the time. It only takes me less than 60 seconds to take and say my mission statement all the way down to my prayer. This is really important work, and this is how you can create purpose and a sense of contentment in your life by deciding for yourself who you want to be and who you are and what legacy you want to leave behind. And that's why this is important. Guys, this is how you start to create a channel of communication with your mind and your soul in this spiritual experience, okay? It's talking to yourself, defining who you are, Hey, you guys, thanks for hanging. Love seeing you. Comment below on any thoughts. Share some of your revelations. Share your purpose, your 5 values. Check me out here on Facebook at Har Dev Singh Yogi. Comment there. Let me know what you got going on, what your mission statement is. Steal all of my stuff. And I'm looking forward to catching up with you guys. Always catch me up at Facebook or on Instagram if you want to stay plugged in. Love you lots. Have a great night. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. To stay up to date with the latest videos, click on the bell and on the subscribe button right there on your YouTube screen. Looking forward to seeing you again real soon. Love you lots.